I am so uncomfortable with YouTube. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get comfortable talking to a camera one day, but vlogs are so different. Taking a camera and walking around and stuff is a lot different than sitting here talking to it. Like, I'm literally talking to a camera. It's unnatural, and there's stuff on my lens. I have all my notes here in this very fancy notebook. It's a very, very lovely notebook, very fancy. And my handwriting looks atrocious in it, so I feel kind of guilty. But if you see me looking down while I'm talking, that's why. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kazi. I am a school librarian and Twitch streamer and content creator here on YouTube now. And today we're going to be talking about how to set up a pre-stream routine, so something you can do and get into the habit of doing every single time you get ready to go live, so you can put yourself into the right space mentally, but also so you can start boosting your engagement. Now, you'll often see a lot of Twitch streamers doing this, but you may not know exactly what they are doing, what they're actually setting up, what they do for their pre-stream routine. Because I have a very intensive one after 2 years of kind of perfecting it, and it's still not perfect, but I have a very extensive one, and today I'm going to be sharing that with you, and how it has helped me to boost my engagement. So first things first, the first part of your stream routine, or the first part of mine, is setting up OBS. So I use OBS, I don't use Streamlabs OBS, but honestly it's whatever you decide to use. I use regular OBS. So first thing I do is I open OBS and adjust my title and tags and my game and everything. So if I'm streaming something that's more of a cozy game, I would make sure to use the right tags for that, so cozy or chilled. If I'm playing a first-person shooter, maybe I wouldn't have my cozy tag in there because it's not necessarily going to be cozy, so I would change my tags according to that. Of course, there are going to be tags that may fit you all the time, so not just your game. For me, that would be LGBTQIA+. That one always fits me because whether I'm playing Breath of the Wild or Deep Rock Galactic, I'm still gonna be bi and non-binary. Always make sure that you choose tags that fit with the game, but also fit with you. I'm more likely to attract people who are in the LGBT community because I use that tag because I am in that community. So that's a good way to kind of boost your engagement right there. So always make sure you use relevant tags. Long story brought short. Next, I open all of my tabs in the order that I like them to be organized in. I am a very particular person. I like things set up a certain way, and I do things a certain way. So I always set up my tabs one after the other. I have Twitch so I can open the chat. Then I have Twitter just so I can check alerts as I'm streaming in case anyone retweets my going live tweet. I can give them a shout out. Always, always, always thank people for that very kind thing that they do. So I have Twitch, I have Twitter, I have ChillHop, which is what I use for my royalty-free music. All you have to do to have ChillHop is put like a little thing in your description down below. I even use it for my outro. And then I also open my closed captions. So I'll show you how to do all of that maybe in another video. I always recommend you have that, and I'll go into that in a minute. Then you open up your game and you set it up. So I always make sure that I sometimes make sure that it's visible and ready to go in my stream. Sometimes I don't, but you know, my community loves it. They love me. They know I don't have time. They know I'm not a professional streamer, and they jokingly call me one anyway. It's fine. If you're having a good stream routine, you'll do that. If you're like me, you probably won't. But I do recommend doing that. I recommend opening up, checking to make sure that it's like ready, it works with your OBS or Streamlabs OBS, whatever you use. Make sure that it is all good so you don't run into any tech issues when you go live, because that is a bitch and a half. I deal with tech issues almost every stream because I don't have that part of my routine in place yet. The next section of our routine is kind of a shorter one, but the first time you set it up, it's very important. So this is setting up your closed captions. I told you I'd come back to it, and here we are. Closed captions are so important, not only because that is an entire group of people who maybe need closed captions to communicate with you, that you are now inviting into your channel, but also because it is an accessibility thing. You are welcoming others into your community. You are making your community accessible, and that is just beyond important. I ask you, pause the video, go do that, and then please come back because it's better for my YouTube stuff to keep you on my video. So keep watching my video. Thank you. So set that up. Make sure that you are being an inclusive community, welcoming community. The third thing I'm going to recommend is your socials. So this is probably the most important part, I'd say, of like how to boost engagement. This is what I do every single time I go live, every time. The first thing I do is I do an Instagram, like a little story thing. So I take a selfie with my phone and put it on my Instagram story. I include number one, my like a little caption about what I'm gonna be doing on my stream. Number two, I always include a hashtag small streamers. I think that's a good one. There might be others. I think there's a good one, hashtag small streamers connect. I've never used it, but that one seems like a good one as well. And then third one is an actual link to my channel, just because this sounds kind of dumb, but people are lazy. I myself am very lazy. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Kazzie's live, and then go type in twitch.tv/Kazzie. I wanna click that link. That's easier. Then after I've posted my Instagram post, I go to Twitter and I tweet a going live tweet. But I'll usually do something that's like live now, and then a little emoji, and then I do enter, and then I discuss what I'm doing on my stream. Then I do enter, and then enter again, and then put the link. And then instead of having the link be just like the big thing that you probably know what Twitter does, I X out of that and then post that picture that I took. And then the third one I recommend is on Discord. So if you don't have a Discord already for your Twitch community, I highly recommend setting one up. It can be a little beefy and a little bit difficult. So I highly recommend working on a Discord if you don't have one already, but set up a Discord. And then in that Discord, have a channel that's for announcements, and you can type in going live now or whatever, and then the link to your going live, and then tag everyone. So that tags everyone in your channel. It lets them all know, hey, Kaz is going live. And that is the number one way I get viewers. Can't even express how important that is. That is the number one way I get people to my channel. In fact, after I post it, I'll usually have an influx of like 5 or 6 people at least. I even recommend setting up a bot. So a bot is something that you can put in your Discord. I'll probably do a whole video on Discord for beginners because I do have a good idea of Discord at this point. But you can get a bot like MeBot. My ADHD. I just noticed what mug I have. It says, ask me about my pronouns. Anyway, I recommend getting a bot for your Discord. So MeBot is a good one. We renamed it to Coffee Bot, I think, or Coffee Beans, something cute like that, because my entire community is based on that. I'm also going to go make a video about branding. I'm like creating all my content calendars and stuff. MeBot, or not MeBot, it's Me6, MEE6. That is a great one that you can set up like a little command, and every single time it notices you go live, it can post the link for you and tag everyone in it and say, grab a coffee, Kazzie's live, or whatever you want it to say. Sometimes it's a little bit so I always check. It usually posts within about 5 minutes of me going live. The last thing I'm going to recommend is having a part of your like Twitch routine, Twitch pre-stream routine, that is how you can mentally prepare yourself. Personally, I get very drained throughout the day. I'm an introvert, as many people who are on Twitch are. I work all day, and then I go home and I stream for another 3 hours. I'm on all day, and it's super duper important to have that part of your routine where you prepare yourself mentally for your stream. Because when you press live, the best way to keep viewers is to have an engaging personality. Whether it's calm and engaging or upbeat and engaging, it doesn't matter. However you feel comfortable, however you present yourself, it's important that you are feeling up to streaming, if that makes sense. I set up all my peripherals. I turn on my camera because I use a mirrorless camera. If you haven't checked out my parts list already, and like my good hardware video, you can check that out. I will link it either up there. It's going to be in the description box. I know that. So you can look for it somewhere around on the screen. I don't really know how YouTube works yet. But I use a mirrorless camera, so I have to turn it on every time and check to make sure it's all set up. So that's part of my routine. I kind of ease myself into streaming by like checking how I look on the camera, kind of relaxing into it a little bit. Then I turn on my lights. So I have a light over there, I have a light over here, and then I also have an Elgato Key Light Air that I use as well. So I turn on all my lights to kind of give myself that brightness in the room, and just make sure that it like is a calming atmosphere, but also bright enough to stream. I also light a candle, typically, not only for the aesthetic, but I like the smell of a candle to fill the air, make it feel nice and cozy and warm and safe, because the most important thing is to have a safe environment for you to stream in. Usually I'll go to the bathroom, fill up my water bottle nice and full, so I have water for the stream. I make myself a coffee, which, speaking of coffee, if you are interested in the coffee that I drink typically, It's going to be Grinding Coffee, which I'm actually in affiliate with, a partner with. I'm not sure. I think I'm a coffee partner with them. So if you buy from the link that I will include in the description, I get a portion of it, which is very kind of them, and they are very nice about it. They give me like 10% of everything, including tips for the Grinding Coffee company people. They're great, and they also have some of the coolest names ever. My favorite is the Gay Agenda. That is one of their most popular blends. It's great, and it's like a caramelly coffee too, so it's very good. But I make myself a coffee, I fill up my water, I go to the bathroom. And lastly, I always stream with a blanket on my lap. I don't know why or when it started, but it just makes me feel nice and safe and cozy and warm, and it sets me up for a good stream, I guess. And people comment on it all the time. They'll be like, wow, Kaz, you look so cozy over there. And I'm like, I am, thank you. So really, honestly, it's really nice to make sure you set yourself up for a nice and cozy, relaxing stream. Get yourself in the right mindset. Now, I am curious, please comment down below which one of these you've already done. If you've done all of this, awesome. If you have any other things you might recommend I add to it, let me know. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you already use and maybe what you think you might use from this video. That would be cool. I like knowing that I'm helping people. That's exciting. I like teaching. If you are interested in catching me over on Twitch, I stream Sundays through Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually it's cozy games, but I think tonight's Monday when this video is actually going live. I think tonight I might stream some Deep Rock Galactic. I'm not sure. I might start with like something cozy and then switch to Deep Rock. I don't know, we'll see. Also really exciting when people pop in to my Twitch because I'm more me on there. I'm very comfortable streaming on Twitch at this point. And at this point still I'm a little bit rusty, a little bit uncomfortable talking to a camera. If you can't tell by the fact that I'm rambling now, I'm gonna go edit this video now and add all the B-roll in. I will see you not next Monday, but the Monday after, because I think I'm gonna start uploading Twitch advice videos every other Monday. Sound good? Sound good. All right, bye friends.